Hi, just wanted to share with you the diagram that I created for you and the outline of the steps that you can take to do your presentation. So first of all, I'll kind of talk about all of the steps, and like I said, afterwards I'll do another video of the breakdown of steps 1 through 4. So you're going to first start with when you first begin your presentation, and when you begin your planning, you're going to start with a real life situation. This can be in your personal life, or this can be something that you've read about. It can be today, around our time, or it can be in the past. So a real life situation could be the discovery of something that happened in the past, like during the scientific revolution, for example. So you start with that, briefly explain it, and then what you do on your way down, because in the diagram that I've attached to this video, it kind of just leads you down to the knowledge question and knowledge claim. But first of all, you want to distill what is the knowledge. So what the first order question is about the knowledge that you attain through this real life situation, and you can ask questions about that knowledge. And then the second order is the question about how you know about that knowledge. So where did that knowledge come from? So that's 1 and 2 are the first and second step, and then the third step is to create a knowledge question, which is a question about the knowledge that you are going to be discussing. And here you have some sort of claim about how either the role of certainty or truth or what have you that plays into this. And this is all abstract, I'm sure, for you now, but it will become clear as we work with this. So that's step 3. Sometimes you might want to consider these steps as slides. Over here, now you've got step 4 is just to keep working with that knowledge claim and discuss what ways of knowing will you be looking at that fit in with that knowledge claim, and also discuss which areas of knowledge. 2 or 3 would be fine. You don't have to, obviously you won't have time to discuss all of the areas of knowledge or ways of knowing. You want to quickly at that point for step 6, just quickly go back to your real life situation and look at what new perspectives or viewpoints have you gained on that perspective, simply by distilling it down to here. Now from here, as you look at these areas of knowledge, of ways of knowing, this is the part where too you can think about other theories that this relates to, or other people, or points of history that this relates to, which will bring you to a second real life situation. So step 7. So this real life situation, ideally it's something related to your first real life situation, but not exactly the same. So you're not saying another time in history the exact same thing happened, but it's related to it, either through the way of knowing or through the area of knowledge. And again, you're going to kind of distill that in step 8 and think about what knowledge was acquired here, and then how was this knowledge, how was it acquired? How do we know what we know, basically? And step 9 is to distill that into another, either it fits with your claim or it becomes a counterclaim. And again, kind of thinking about ways of knowing and areas of knowledge. You want to synthesize and compare back to that first real life situation. So you want to take this new real life situation and circle back. So you're always circling back to that first real life situation. And then you repeat the steps for the third real life situation. Again, your third one should be something that is creatively similar to the first and second real life situation. It's not a duplication of the same thing. It's interesting when you take something in the art, for example, and now you're comparing to a discovery in science. So the more creative, the better here. And again, it's either a claim or counterclaim. You should have at least one counterclaim to your knowledge claim. But these two both could be counterclaims, or one could be a claim and one could be counter. And again, once you've finished here, your 15th step now is to synthesize it back to the real life situation, the main one. So you see that main one becomes kind of a pivotal role. And finally, for step 16, you are going to sum up your claim and kind of sum up where you've been with all this discussion around your original real life situation and how you feel your original claim or knowledge question has been answered. And that is step 16. So if you want to think about it in terms of slides, you're going to have probably around, I'd say 14 to 17 slides. And from these, you're going to kind of riff off them about what kind of knowledge is being acquired here and ways of knowing that we're using to get this knowledge. And there is my dog. So I'll leave it there and I'll discuss further with concrete examples in my next video. Thanks, bye.